Hey guys, I was out here for a little while. It's in the 90s. Um, our raspberries are blooming. We got acorns and pine cones and all kinds of things falling because the squirrels are in there doing heck knows what. Yeah, but the raspberries are coming in. I still have the lemon balm that I should probably put either in bigger pots or plant somewhere. Again, I just don't want it everywhere, and if we do, I haven't decided where yet. We have fern that just pretty much grows everywhere. But anyways, I thought I would take you guys for a tour of what's happening here in our gardens. It is absolutely erupt here. So this is the sage going on, I don't know, a couple of years. I think this is the third, yeah, this is the third year for that sage. There's some chives, more chives. That is our phlox and our midnight masquerade and our rose bush. We had taken a lot of these berries out of the woods, the raspberries. This is a hugelkultur mound that I've started. I started putting some dirt in there. We got ground bees happening. Lovely. So there's the thyme. And you can go through and pick out all these or trim them from the years before, but I just let it grow. It gives a place for it to climb, and so you got more raspberries. So this is our spearmint and strawberry patch. There's strawberries getting their flowers. I have been using neem oil just around and on the lilies because we do have the red lily beetles again this year. So this year I'm really working hard to try to keep them down. So instead of walking all up through there, I'll just go around. This is our sitting bench that we like to sit at in the garden. We have our lavender coming up, and this one is buglewort. There's our silver mound and strawberries. Now this German oregano has really gotten big. I actually was cutting this because we had such a mild winter. We have weeds everywhere. It was such a mild winter that I was actually using this over the winter, which was pretty cool. There's our daisies. We did have rain last night, so there's our lungwort. The lungwort, the bumblebees absolutely love it. This is our thyme. And we have a lot of voluntary ferns. I did not pick for fiddleheads this year. I'm just letting things, I wanted a wild look this year. And the forever needing to clean out the bird bath. I wanted a wild look this year. This is the citrus mint. My oldest daughter and her husband, my son-in-law, like to come over and get this for their Thai mate or Thai mates or maki. I don't know. They're like mojitos or something. I don't remember what they're called. Some kind of mates. We have a lot more other herbs too, and I'll take you up the stairs if I can get in there. This is some kind of phlox. My daughter likes those. They smell absolutely amazing. This is more strawberries through here. and some other volunteer plants. More raspberries. The bees are all around the raspberries, so I'll be staying away from there today. We planted black raspberries up by the house. This is a plant, I don't remember what it's called, but it finally came back. A rose bush. So if I come up in here and take you through this, I'll go backwards up the stairs. We do have a silver mound peeking up there. This one did not come back, so this is its third year. It didn't come back. This is our rosemary. My youngest daughter wants to do some kind of rosemary oil, I believe for mine and her hair, she said. So that's exciting. And I think we have some rose blooms coming. This down here is echinacea. So that's coming up. We have a lot of clover. Let's see. This here is the bergamot. See, I put a spoon there so I could remember that one. So that's going to be the bergamot. More thyme. I put thyme all through each one of these stairs, and I'll zoom out soon so you guys can get a look to see what that looks like. There's more thyme in there, and more oregano, and more citrus mint. I have an orange mint out front, and I'll show you that too. And I don't remember what these guys are called, but they look awful pretty in here with the Georgia peach. I named this one TJ, the Georgia peach coral bow. I don't remember what these are called, but they're pretty. Man, I need to clean that out. So, more mint. And then right here, we decided, well, apparently we decided to plant some pine cones. In here, we did some zucchini. Hopefully it'll be popping up soon. This is all of our ground cherries. Our zucchini. And I'm going to skip this, and I'll tell you why, because I'm going to take a minute over there. This is our taters. We need to weed in here. And we also need to, yeah. These potatoes are going to be crazy. Onion. This is our heirloom Blue Lake bush beans. We have more in the house to plant that I used. I took the bean pods and I saved the seed. So that's happening, and more clover, of course. So over here in this bean patch, the reason I waited to show you is because, well, this is, I got bugs on me here. This is volunteer tomatoes. This is all tomato plants. I did not plant these. These came from the tomato plants that were either in our mulch and or from this bed, because we did have tomato plants in here a couple years in a row. I don't really know what to do, because I feel like these have probably been cross-pollinated with our other plants. I'm probably going to lift these out of here and separate them and maybe plant them somewhere. Probably not all of them. That is a lot of tomatoes. We'll be canning forever. But see, that's what I was thinking. If we, oh, you can smell the tomato. Yeah. So that's interesting. Got any ideas for that many tomatoes? And I mean, they're going to be mystery tomatoes, because I don't know what kind of tomatoes these will end up being. Probably like a cross pollination. Like, what was it, a couple years ago or last year, we had pink ox hearts cross pollinate with our heirloom beefsteaks. So that would be interesting. So we had like pink beefsteaks. Yeah, but these ground cherries look so good. This is a black cherry tom. These ones I'll have to stake up. This is our ground cherries. They're the pineapple ground cherry toms. These ones are the blue cherry tomatoes. And I believe these ones are the black cherry plums. So they're like they're a ground cherry that tastes like plums. Our peppers. Yesterday, I think it was, we already have, there was peppers starting already. This is our carrots. So we had the year of the great coning. So we have about a kabillion of these all through everything, in our flower beds and our garden beds, and they just keep popping up. So I will weed through here, and then tomorrow and the next day I'm doing the same, if not more. So, but that's all carrots. In here, besides more of those, I did do some more zucchini. So I got one popping up here. So that's good. Eggplant is looking yellow. I don't have time for seeds, so I'm probably going to go and get some eggplants because I don't think they did good. This is our lettuce. I'll have to start banding this up. But that's our lettuce. Our celery. More lettuce over there. And some more eggplant. Again, the leaves are kind of yellow, so we'll just have to see. There's the Walla Walla onions. And our kale. So we do have one kale that went to flower and grew over the winter. And I've been chopping off from this to feed our lizard Braxis. He's a bearded dragon, so he is a vegetable, fruit, and insectivore. Let's see. We left these weeds because we've been finding morels, so I don't want to be mowing over any. This is how big our cabbages have gotten. Today's May 22nd. Yeah. And it rained pretty hard last night. This whole bed is full of weeds. There's beets down there and cucumbers. I need to plant some more cucumbers, again with the weed and the voluntary lettuce. I planted more zucchini in here, and again with the weeding, I need to weed. This is our Brussels sprouts that we will be tying a string to and propping them up there, and we can take this apart and add more conduit, and we can raise this up if need be, which Brussels sprouts grow pretty tall, so we may need to do that. Like the tomato bed over there is real tall, but a lot of times the tomatoes even still exceed 7 feet, so 6-7 feet. Oh, let's see, this is the heirloom purple Cherokee. It's looking really wonderful. This one is the heirloom Husky Cherry Red. And last I knew, there was, where'd it go? Somewhere down here, there's tomatoes already started. Yep. Look, little cherry tomatoes starting. So we got maters happening here soon. We have a little battery operated toothbrush that I go around and I vibrate all these flowers. Anyone who hasn't watched our channel, let's see, we got these clips here. Let me see if I can get this, see? And then what we do is we string it all the way up and hope and pray the birds don't get it, like this one. I'll show you guys a video actually of the birds getting the tomato plant string, and they save it for their nest. So you just clip these down here low, and you can save these clips. If I can get this one to clip. Some of these are old. We should probably get some new ones because we have used and saved these over the years. There. So we now have 3 strings on this heirloom beefsteak. Yup. So this is the basil I grew in the house. I'm gonna have to get another stake or another string and pull this one up because it's starting to lean. That's another basil I started from seed. And again, with all these tomatoes. So what you do is you take one of those clips and you put it here, and then you keep clipping it as it grows. This one is, I believe, a Jubilee. They are ripe when they're orange. Those are all Jubilees. We do have a soaker hose weaved in and out. It's just easier. This is a blue cherry tom. And these 2 are also blue cherry toms, which I will have to do something else with these ropes here. And then these 2 are blue Jubilee, and then there's another heirloom blue, or no, red, it's purple Cherokee, sorry. Yep. So, let's see, we'll back up here. Those are our 2 raised beds. That on the end where the flag is, that's our compost pile. That's our flower and herb garden. And then these are our raised beds that my husband Bigfoot, aka Joshua, made. He's an electrician, if you're new to the channel. So we had this conduit. So out here we are doing our little camp wood that we just thought it would be cute to kind of keep it under some cover, a little bit of it. I need to mow again. Our rhubarb and flowers, more strawberries, curly parsley. We need a new pump for this pond. This hosta, the deer haven't gotten to yet. More raspberries, Italian parsley, and curly parsley. All through here, I have to weed, but this is some of our blackberry bushes. Those ones aren't red, they're black. And all through here is all blackberries and grass. So the grass just comes in and I have to pull all that out. But as you can see, our little blackberries are coming in. And we're not fancy around here. We have pine needles, buttercups, and violets. I did mow, but we also have violets all through the yard. It's insane. This over here, as it grows around late August, early September, it gets like a little grape-looking cluster. It's called pokeweed, and they get huge. And that's the remnants of last year's pokeweed, these big long stalk looking things. And the great land of the Virginia creeper. And our wood piles have gotten knocked over because, well, we have deer. This area here, we were going to, obviously it's already mounded to do and start a hugelkultur, but we decided not to spend the money on soil this year because we have so many other projects going. But eventually that will be a big garden for eating our fruits and vegetables. As I've been walking around, I seem to have lost my hair tie. I got a boo-boo the other day, so my nail way down here flipped backwards. And I'm trying to grow it out so that way I don't have to cut it. And I moved this with no problem with the Gorilla Cart. So I took the sides off the Gorilla Cart and I laid it over here, and I just needed to rock it back and then push it onto the Gorilla Cart. Everything went fine. There was a pile of wood here, and my husband got it off the Gorilla Cart and put it here. And as I was picking up, this is my left hand, and I was using my right hand and my left hand, but I picked up a piece of wood, and when I did, the wood, it fell and went like that. So I'm being a baby, and I have special tie-dyed Band-Aids to try to see if I can't get that to grow. Yeah. Because when you do stuff like I do, and you're constantly handling and doing, and, you know, you don't want a sore thumb. So as long as I keep it bandaged and keep the nail on it until it grows out, then I'll be able to cut it, and it's not painful. However, if I do something stupid and bend it back again, it's really going to do a number. So I'm just choosing my battles. And just hoping and praying it doesn't happen again. Anyway, this is our backyard. This is our lights that we have that go all the way around the fireplace. Yep. This is our, this one was pink. It already flowered. This is our pink cherry, crabapple cherry, because our apple trees don't pollinate each other. This one is a Red Delicious, and this is its third year. Yeah, third year. So it's probably going to be a couple or more years. It could take up to 6 years to bear fruit. I do have some, I love these shoes with socks. They're my yard shoes. I need to fertilize this. But anyway, that's pretty much it, I think, for out here. Say hello to my little friend, Junior, the garter of strawberries. And in here with the strawberries, again, with all these pines. Look at all these baby pines. We don't need any more. So when I mow and it's really sandy back here, I always leave this big clover patch. And I leave these clover patches, dandelion patches, and plantain patches around the yard, because this stuff's really good. Not only does our lizard eat it, but the bunnies come and eat it. And there's strawberries in there, and you can actually eat clover. So clover on your salad tastes a lot like your garden green bean. more and more of the, oh, we got a blower here. These things blow all over the place if I don't take care of them. More violets. Out here is another area that I want to pull some of these sticks out, and I want to fill this area with soil and do flowers and vegetables in this one. So I'm on the outside of our fenced in property. We have all these pine cones to still pick up. We picked up a bunch, but they just keep falling with the storms we've been having. And I need to move these hostas and clean up this area. I have so much work to do. Our driveway is insane. There's our little pier and our new bushes. I forgot what they're called, but I like them. Our little pond. These are gonna get 6 feet tall by 6 feet around wide. I don't remember what kind of apple tree this is. I think it started with a W. Yeah. We found morel mushrooms all over here. And all through here we had them. I'm growing moss because our lizards like moss, and well, so do I. Our bleeding heart. Bunch more stuff we gotta take care of. Oh, and oh boy, y'all, this is nuts. Our back patio is insane. We got rid of the pool table, so this is all has to come out, pressure wash, and we're gonna screen this all in. By the way, Bigfoot hates this bush, so I have to keep it trimmed. We had to get a new palm pump, so I have not buried. These flies keep getting on my hands. We haven't buried the cord going to it yet, but they're finally starting to good join in together, the 3 colors. I planted this earlier in the spring. There's the fishies. We got the waterfall and the pump going for some extra aeration. It's in the 90s, and it's been in the mid to upper 80s, and it's been humid. Like this morning, it wasn't even 9:30 yet, and it was already like 83% humidity. It was insane. And over here, we got some plants, nothing really edible. More bleeding heart. I forgot what these little white guys are. They're ground cover, and the red azaleas, maple trees, more raspberry bushes. And out here is just forever. I need to weed. I do let some of the dandelions out here grow again for a treat. You can cut it up for food, or you can give it to your lizard or your bunnies, or you can eat it. But in here is our orange citrus mint, and it has just taken over the years. So I have that in with a hydrangea, which hasn't flowered yet. Some violets. I forgot, I think that's like some kind of anonymous, I forgot what it's called. It's anonymous, I just forgot what kind of variation it is. And we have the phlox and different hostas and a whole lot of weeds. And say hello to Bigfoot. His name is Spruce. Yeah. So I think, as I just glanced on the porch while we were out back, I believe that the Amazon person came and dropped off my new light for my painting that Bigfoot got me, because I'm finding at night I can't paint because I don't have the good lighting at all to paint. I love all this rain we're getting. We're getting just enough. New blooms. I love this bed this year. Sometimes I don't do this at all, but we have plants that come back every year and I don't weed it. And then there's times where I weed it and I edge it and I plant some perennials in there. This year I'm really liking it. Very, very pretty. The walk that we did, we mixed bags of concrete and yeah, that cement stuff in the wheelbarrow. And we have one of those molds, and we did this whole thing going all the way out to the driveway. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going in. It's hot. It is hot up in here. Grab my package off the porch. Oh, we got some tomato tone. We need to redo this porch too. It's looking pretty hairy. Yeah, definitely looking pretty hairy. Yep. Really, it's protected by God, but I thought this was cute. These railings are looking pretty gnarly.